my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 73 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
throwing. Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's third down. Third and long.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
A 45-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Washington first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to set, as you said, a step.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 1-yard touchdown reception. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire this. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 13.
Michael Gallup, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 35 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 80.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 17, Washington 14.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Haskins going to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. A punt return of 65 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
The kick is good.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Haskins. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And some strong running. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
A timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That is incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They run the counter. It's Gibson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Line to return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They go play action now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes this Washington 35. Cowboys.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
35.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott on first down. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Prescott off play action. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bat.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Prescott.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember his first attempt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Washington.
It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people would...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
56. Cowboys 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere.
And look at this, another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
7-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
First down, Cowboys.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39, his second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D, get off the field. Gun.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
That's good.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it. But think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now they try the right side here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st.
Number 20.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here we go on 4th down. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys claw one back. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for number 13, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.